Hey Eagles, this is News and Updates with Kamara
and Ashley. So students who do not want to purchase food from the cafeteria and want to pack a lunch may keep their lunch in their locker. No food is permitted to be ordered or delivered to the high school during school.
If you need to schedule an appointment or speak with our guidance counselor, Mr. Madison, he can be reached by his number 330-788-8088 or his extension is 1329.
Valley Christian High School will be hosting Arabian Nights on April 24th. Doors open at 5 p.m. and the prom maid will begin at 5:30 p.m. in the high school gymnasium. Dinner and dancing will take place on a DoubleTree by Hilton at 7 to 9:30 p.m.
VCS Eagle Theater will present The Wizard of Oz May 7th through the 9th in the high school gymnasium. Tickets for May 8th and May 9th are $10 each. Children 8 and under are $5. Tickets may be purchased at the door. Cash and credit will be accepted. The doors will open at 6:30 p.m. and the play starts at 7, and a raffle will take place each night.
The academic banquet will be held Monday, May 18th at 6 p.m. in the high school gym. If you are attending, there is a cost. Watch for more information on ticket prices. Students receiving awards are free. Please come and support our students' achievements, honor roll students, CCP students, NHS students, and honor graduates will be recognized. Valedictorian and salutatorian will be announced, and students graduating with honors will receive their cords at this event. Other special awards will also be announced.
Ohio State testing will take place next week. Students not taking exams will be on a 2-hour delay schedule. April 21st and April 22nd will be ELA for grades 3 through 10. April 28th and April 29th will be Science and Social Studies for grades 5 through 11. And May 5th through 6th is Math for grades 3 through 10.
High school yearbooks are on sale for $50. Please contact Ms. Griffith and a form will be sent to you. Please send your payment and a completed form to Mrs. Griffith in room 321.
That's all for news and updates.
What's one thing you hope stays the same at VCS?
The teachers.
What is that?
Yeah, pretty much. Do you think school will become easier or harder in the future?
I think school will become harder because as the years go on, the curriculum will start getting harder.
What do you think the school will be like in 5 to 10 years?
Like in what respect?
Maybe like not even standing or you think it's gonna still be here?
Yes, it'll be here.
Still up and
till
running.
I'm long gone and dead.
I mean, I hope so. I was just asking.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, the future's bright. A lot of young people, a lot of good teachers, good student athletes, good athletes period, good classes are growing. Yeah, I mean it's gonna be a lot of fun. I think there's a big strategic plan going on right now, so we've got a lot of good things happening.
What's one thing you hope stays the same at VCS?
I truly hope the Eagle Eats stays around for a long time.
I love you.
What is one thing you hope changes at our school?
School spirit. I feel like it's kind of down right now, so that needs to get back to how it was. School spirit, that's it.
What do you think our school will be like in 5 to 10 years?
Well, how I hope that it would be within the next 5 to 10 years would be, first of all, academically, what I would like to see is more course offerings for AP courses and more students participating in AP courses and CCP courses, where they're coming out of high school with just more college credits to help them to get started on their future. Spiritually, I was very excited about the student leadership team that has been planning the chapels for high school. I would love to see even more of that going forward, to continue to build on what we've already started this year, where students may even be the speakers during those chapels, and just a greater involvement, and to just keep the momentum going that we've started this year.
Okay,
thank you.
Hey guys, I'm Andre from VCS News, and I'm here with the newly elected mayor of Youngstown, Mayor McDonald.
What's up?
What's up? How you doing today?
I'm well, man. Thank you.
Okay. So just to get started off, I just want to ask you, like, what do you enjoy most about, like, serving your community so far?
I love this city, and so the fact that it's next to Mayor, and that I've been able to get a hold of something that I love, right, and be able to steer it in the direction that you see fit for it because you love it so much. I think the community might love me back a little bit, but they haven't get a full taste of me yet. So, first they love you, then they hate you, then they love you again. That's a relationship that I'm actually looking forward to, because we've got some difficult days ahead and conversations we need to have with the city. But I love it, and so a love is a thing. A love is patient, and love is kind, and I'm looking forward to how this shapes up over the years.
Yes. And to keep going on these questions, like, how do you think that students can get involved in local government? Because we're in our high school right now, so what would you say to our high school students about getting involved?
I would say you don't need to wait on an invitation to get involved. A lot of folks sort of think that someone has to come over and say, hey, you, get involved. I think what I'm looking for and would hope is that you have some intrinsic, some internal motivations. If you're passionate about something, even if it frustrates you, use that passion as some way to get involved. Potholes has been a passion of some folks that we've already talked about. And so, quite honestly, filling potholes, right, that's a low-level response to a bigger issue. We should have better roads. And the only way we're going to get better roads is when we increase the amount of revenue that the city makes to take care of its infrastructure. Well, how do we do that, right? We have to bring people here who want to work in Youngstown, who want to live in Youngstown. And I think young people, when you use your energy and your passion to maybe solve that short-term problem of potholes, but with a larger long-term goal of saying we're here as the youth of our community to beautify our city so that more people come, live, work, and play here, so that we can have smooth roads. That's a project that young people can, because it comes from a blind side. Most people think it's just my job. Most people think it's just adults' job. But when a youth group gets involved without invitation, without waiting around, that's going to come across to this community as amazing, sacrifice and service.
How can young people make a real difference in their community besides helping with the potholes and becoming a broader part of the community in that type of way?
I spoke about in my campaign reclaiming our identity. I found myself in a space where I didn't know who I was, and I spent a significant amount of time getting to know who I am and who I am in God and who He created me to be. I would invite other people, especially young folks, to spend a lot of time getting to know who you are, who you are in God, because from that space, when you know who you are, when you know your identity, you'll know what you'll put up with and you'll know what you won't put up with. And then you'll go out here and make an impact in the world. You will go against the grain. You'll go counterculture. You won't do what everybody else is doing, and you won't be afraid to stand out, right? It's taking my everyday comings and goings and saying, I won't do what other folks are doing. I'm going to go counterculture against what everybody thinks young folks are supposed to be able to do. And so that's what I would say is more impactful, is to say, let me find myself, find out who I am, deeply spend some time saying, what am I passionate about, and then go out here in the world and use it. If you're a photographer, go shoot photos of the city of Youngstown that nobody's ever shot. Go to neighborhoods that everybody else refuses to go to. See the people of that community. If you're a graphic designer, build websites that enhance the city of Youngstown. If you're a journalist, tell stories that nobody else is telling. And even at your young age, folks will look up and say, that's not a Youngstown I've ever heard of. And you will stand as evidence to the contrary. That'll have much more impact than just writing the same stories everybody else has written.
And more about high schoolers, or specifically your high school years. What was your high school experience like?
My high school experience was isolation. I was an island unto myself, but by choice. I used it as a defense mechanism. There was a lot of violence in my high school. People would argue over anything. People would fight over the hottest rapper, and you didn't like the rapper I liked, Tupac versus Biggie. And that would be a major fight. If you liked a girl and somebody else liked the same girl, it could wind up. So I used my high school years as a way to isolate myself, to keep myself safe from a lot of the drama that I saw. But at a certain point, it cost me. It cost me a lot of opportunities. I didn't play sports like I wished I would have. And quite honestly, even at my age now, I'm about to be 46 years old, I've never walked across a stage. I've never put on a cap and gown, not in high school, and I didn't finish college. And so those are experiences that I'll never know.
Yeah.
And I encourage people, my wife will tell you she would do high school all over again because it was so wonderful for her. I would never. I didn't have those experiences and wouldn't want to see it done again.
Yeah.
You know, that part of my life, I'm like, I'm through it and I'm good. So in high school, you have to remember, it's like a 4-year bubble, and eventually it bursts. And you get on to the rest of your life. And so I would tell youth in high school to enjoy every single moment, but to do that from a space where you know who you are. I remember the first day of high school in 9th grade, getting my lunch tray and turning around to a sea of people in the lunchroom. And what I knew about myself was that I was my own person. And I didn't have to sit with the cool kids. I didn't have to sit with the sports jocks. I didn't have to sit with the nerds. I literally sat at my own table, because I knew myself enough that I could be my own person. And so if you can be your own person while you're in high school and make the most of every experience, that would be the most enjoyable thing, I would think.
Oh, yeah, sure. And our last question, what advice, like in general, would you give to our high school students, especially those who are graduating?
To thy own self be true, right? And get to know who you are. Self-awareness will carry you in life.
Yeah.
When you know your identity, I'm telling you, it is a space that for 12 years I worked for a company and they knew me better than I knew me. And what happened was they used me. Imagine your company knowing you can fix things. I fixed stores over and over and over again for a cell phone company, and I should have been getting paid a lot more for that skill, because that wasn't the job they hired me for. They hired me just to run the store. But I found myself fixing things about the store, making it better, making a better environment for employees, for customers to come in. And when they saw that, they started sending me to other stores. Can you fix this store? Can you fix that? Without telling me that that's what they were doing. And so imagine if you wind up with a skill set that other folks don't have, the ability to fix stores for a company that makes billions of dollars, how much you would demand in your paycheck if you knew. And so when you don't know yourself, others can take advantage of you a lot easier. So to thine own self be true. Spend time in the Word, asking God, who am I? Who did you call me to be? And what do you want me to go do? Because I should be getting paid. A laborer is worthy of his hire. And so it's not about the money. It's the fact that God created you a certain way, created me a certain way. And when you don't know that, he can't use you. But if you spend time figuring out who you are in this life, I tell you, you could be truly used, because you won't back up, you won't back down, you won't shy away from, you won't be afraid. I know what God has asked of me in this season, and I boldly go out there and do it. So
thank you for
thank
being here
you.
for our interview.
Yes, sir.
And catch you next time on VCS News.